Well, today is a very important opportunity for the MEP to visit the Armagh City area. There's a huge amount of work going on here in terms of community development, social development, economic development, and Armagh City, like many areas across Ireland, is facing its own economic difficulties. And the supports to try and develop initiatives, be they community initiatives or business initiatives, quite a lot of that goes back to Europe. So it's important not only for Martina to see what the community here are trying to do to help themselves, but also for Martina to be able to assist in advice and contacts that she has in Europe, in the knowledge that she has acquired over there, to guide people and direct people as to where they can best bring projects to try and receive that level of support. So it's a great two-way exchange. People here are very happy to meet Martina. We as elected reps, myself as the MP, the MLAs, the councillors in the area, are delighted that she's coming in to see what we're doing in working with the communities here, but also to explain to them her knowledge of how the European system works and where people can get assistance. And in that way she's helping us to help the community, and it's a win-win situation really.
Well, it was important to have Martina in today because she has plenty of experience. After all, she's the MEP. She has done a brilliant campaign in Derry called the Stand Up for Derry campaign, and I think we can learn from that. She met many groups today, both community and voluntary, and we had a lot of good feedback. And I think that, like I say, we can learn a lot and we'll move forward and take this programme forward in Armagh City and District. She talked about environment, talked about funding packages, very useful engagement with the community, also with a lot of business people. So we look forward to the future, working with Martina and delivering a programme here in Armagh City and District.
I thought I had an excellent visit back in Armagh. There's one fair county in Ireland, and I got exposed to much of the scenery, as well as engaging with a number of groups and organisations. And the thing that struck me was the appetite, the connected thread across all of the meetings that we did, an appetite for change in the area. And it's a change that people want to bring about so that they deliver much better for the constituency that they represent. And it's been led by the MLA in terms of trying to generate that coming together around the table for people that can exchange good ideas. Cathal Boylan is looking to plant the seeds of change around better planning and a regeneration of the city. And I think what they're realising is that they need that kind of integrated approach, and Europe is going to require them to have that integrated approach if they're going to tap in to the potential opportunities that will come downstream at 2014-2020. They know they need a driver. They're looking at the Stand Up for Derry campaign. They're looking at, of course, as an MEP now, I'm standing up for everyone, but they're looking at that previous campaign and what that did and bring to the city of Derry, and they're going to try to replicate a similar model here in Armagh. They're looking at the one plan, the regeneration plan, but they also know that that's going to require each and every one of the stakeholders to come round the table and to work collectively together. To that end, what I can bring to them is an understanding of the programmes that are there, but also for them to know that they're not going to get it if they go to Europe with different projects trying to compete against one another in the one city. There's a smart city initiative in Europe, and I think there are plenty of smart people here in Armagh that need to tap into that context about regeneration and integration and better planning and participatory democracy and the people being involved from the ground up. So I found it a different kind of project or a different kind of visit today than some of the other constituencies. What they want to hear and what they also want to know is how Armagh City and the rural areas can tap in to those opportunities when they get themselves planning better, when they get themselves into a strategic framework that is going to allow them to draw it down. So they don't want to go off half-cocked. They don't want to go after funding now where they're at this moment in time. They want to plan better. They want to be more strategic. They want to look at how they can get a one plan, an integrated plan that will enable them to avail of the opportunity. So I think I have a role to play in assist them with doing all of that. So there's a whole raft and mixture of projects going on, and in this Armagh area, they seem to have all of those natural ingredients in place. But what they don't seem to have at this moment in time, and they're recognising this themselves, is they haven't brought all of that together into a proper plan, so that they have got, to name the one plan in Derry City, but something like that they can all get behind collectively, the two traditions, one community, fighting for the people of Armagh. And I'm going to stand with them in that fight and hopefully get them to the place where they want to go. But I think in the first instance...